Welcome to the San Elijo Lagoon Ecological Reserve, an open space reserve of over 900 acres of wetlands and uplands. The reserve serves as the boundary between the coastal Southern California cities of Solana Beach and Encinitas, north of San Diego. The lagoon's water comes from two sources. One is the water that flows down nearby hills, valleys, and small streams and creeks to the main watercourse in the watershed, Escondido Creek. This means the San Elijo Lagoon is within the Escondido Creek watershed. The other water source is from the ocean water that flows in and out from the mouth of the lagoon at Cardiff State Beach. As in most lagoons and estuaries, the ocean saltwater mixes with the freshwater from San Elijo Creek, leaving the lagoon's water a mixture of saltwater and freshwater we call brackish water, while the creek and ponds east of the lagoon are freshwater. The land in the San Elijo Lagoon Ecological Reserve is owned by the County of San Diego Department of Parks and Recreation and the California Department of Fish and Game. In addition to maintaining the trails and facilities, the park rangers are here to assist you and inform you about the reserve and the park regulations that help keep you and these natural resources safe.
But you're not supposed to take any flower because it's reserved, right?
A vital partner of the County of San Diego in helping preserve, protect, and enhance this priceless resource is the San Elijo Lagoon Conservancy. Aside from enhancing the public's interest in the lagoon, the Conservancy raises funds to purchase and maintain additional valuable lands adjacent to the county-owned areas, like this area, known as the Ford Wildlife Habitat Preserve, where certain eucalyptus trees house nesting sites for both great blue herons and egrets. One of the reasons the lagoon at Ecological Reserve is so valuable is that this visitor-friendly natural habitat is impressively close to the urban San Diego area. This has its advantages and challenges. Advantages because it offers area residents and out-of-town visitors a highly accessible natural habitat to visit and enjoy. Historically, urban encroachment from the railroad, roads, and developed housing have consumed open space, wetlands, and wildlife habitat to the point where these natural ecological systems are at risk. This shows us how critically our daily activities affect nature and reminds us how we must strive to be better stewards of the environment. During your visit, you can help by being good stewards of the San Elijo Lagoon by following the reserve's rules and regulations.
Ice climbers who are 2 people.
There are 7 miles of established trails to bring you closer to nature and the hundreds of species that live here. You will find 2 types of signage throughout the San Elijo Lagoon Ecological Reserve. Some signs are designed to convey to you the reserve's rules and warnings. Please always abide by what they're telling you. Other well-situated signs are interpretive, which means they're designed to inform you about the area, its wildlife, and the natural processes you're observing. Trash is both an eyesore and a danger to wildlife in the reserve area. Always use the available trash receptacles to dispose of refuse, or take your trash out of the reserve with you for future recycling or disposal. If you bring your dog into the reserve, please keep it on a leash at all times. Unleashed dogs pose a threat to wildlife. And of course, please pick up after your dog. For your convenience, pet waste bags and appropriate receptacles are located throughout the reserve. From the designated trails, you'll be able to observe some of the hundreds of species that inhabit the reserve, including birds, plants and flowers, reptiles, mammals, and fish. Invertebrates including crabs, and insects. Some species may be rare, like this little blue heron, seen here feeding on crabs. Or this white-faced ibis on the left, feeding with a snowy egret. But even common examples of living things you may literally find in your own backyard are part of the ecology of our reserve system, like these western fenced blizzards. Or this pocket gopher.
So this had a lot of purpose.
The reserve is a place that receives many guided visits from school classes. Sometimes there are events for school children where young people not only learn about the lagoon and its reserve, but also receive hands-on experience restoring and protecting these natural resources. At this San Elijo Lagoon Conservancy event, students are helping plant native vegetation in an area where natural wildlife habitat is being restored. The San Elijo Lagoon Ecological Reserve belongs to all of us, but we must restore it, maintain it, and protect this fragile resource so it will be here for future generations. Please enjoy your visit here.